Hey guys, it's Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms here in the mountains, North Carolina. Tonight I wanted to take a second here to just talk about this. This is the Chicago Electric 90 amp flux core wire welder. Now I've had this thing, well, let's see, I've been up here 6 years. I think I bought it 2 years. So I'm going to say 8 years I've owned this thing. And I'm not a professional welder by any means, but I do run a small farm, a homestead, right? And I also am a mechanic. So occasionally I need to weld stuff. And I picked this thing up back in the day to do a welding project. I had a mower deck that was cracked and I wanted to see if I could fix it, and it worked. When I first moved up here and first got into YouTube, if you go way back in the archives, one of the very first videos I did, in fact, was on this thing because it had served well up till that point. But I figured it was time to do like a really, really long-term review of this. And they've changed part numbers more times than I can count, but really honestly, other than minor improvements, it's the same thing. It's the same device. It's a wire fed. You've got a speed dial here for how fast the wire is going to come out. You got your on-off switch, and you got a minimum and maximum. That's your heat level, right? Very simplistic, not particularly sophisticated in any one particular way. It does have about a 20% runtime. So for every 20 minutes it runs, it's going to need 40% more to cool back off. So anyway, one thing I have done over the years is upgrade the mask that comes with it, because this, and I can't even believe I have it. I'm actually getting ready to throw it out today. It was just in the packaging. This is the mask that comes with it, and trying to weld with that, you can't see anything through this lens. So trying to weld with that was a frustrating endeavor, and so I picked up early on. I got some of these, and these are for gas welding. I mean, this is totally the wrong type of equipment, acetylene type welding. And so again, very hard to see. I would actually take a flashlight and hold it while I was trying, because it's so dark. And if I could weld outside, I would do that to try to get extra light. But again, this was just terrible. So what I did at some point along the way, and I think it's about 4 years ago now, I bought this, again, Chicago Electric, Harbor Freight brand, good quality, really for what it is, for the amateur user like me, for a homesteader, for a guy that's a do-it-yourselfer. This is perfect quality. And this is part number 61611, and it's auto shade. So I keep it in the box here, and I keep it covered up so it stays clean when I have to put it on. But it's nice, and so it has a little solar charge here. I'll put it under the light here for a few minutes because I am getting ready to do some welding here right now. And I'll charge it up, and then this is one of those ones where it's like a fraction of a second, and the tint comes on, so it's one of those automatic welders. You can see there's an adjustment back there, but it's held up extremely well. Like I said, probably 3 or 4 years old now, and I use this thing on a fairly regular basis. But the two of these together, I think I paid about $35, maybe $39 for that. And that thing I got on like a open box or one of those driveway sales, you know, where they do the yard sales out in front of the Harbor Freights. I think I paid $70. And I've had to replace the wire wheel on it maybe 6 or 7 times that I've, run through. So, I would say probably actual usage on this thing would be less than 20 hours over those 8 years, just because I just don't do this kind of work very often. But if you're considering getting a welder for that one project, I recommend it. I mean, I haven't had anything that I've come across that this hasn't worked for. The thing with flux core welding is it's not going to leave a very pretty weld, which is okay, because if you're not an expert welder, if you're an amateur welder, you're not going to be making very pretty welds in the first place. It will definitely heat steel, melt steel, and weld steel, and that's what I need it for. So I've fixed mower decks, I've fixed exhaust leaks, I've actually welded some brackets up to create new items here on the farm, making on my own. I made a potato hiller, and I used this to weld some brackets together so I could put it all together. So overall, like I said, super happy. As far as the wire I get, there's not a Harbor Freight anywhere near me. Actually, there's nothing anywhere near me, but there's the nearest Harbor Freight's about an hour and a half away in any direction. There is a Lowe's in my town that's about 45 minutes away, and so I usually end up going and getting the wire from Lowe's. They carry it, and it works. I don't know what brand it is, probably Lincoln or something like that, but it works just fine in this. So yeah, I've had to do no actual maintenance, like it's never blown a fuse, it's never had any kind of shortage, it's never had wiring issues, I've never had to replace the cables, I've never even had to replace the ends here, which are, they do unscrew, and you can replace those, but I've never even had to do that. I mean, the thing's just hanging in there. So anyway, I wanted to make it. I'm getting ready to do some exhaust work on the truck that I got, one of the cars that I'm working on here at the house, and I figured it was time to do it. I know there's probably a lot of videos on these by now, but I don't know that there's any that really talk about them after having been owned for quite as many years as this. So if you're looking for a cheap welder, I would certainly recommend the Harbor Freight or the Chicago Electric 90 amp flux core. It's just a good home use welder for guys that are doing projects like this. If you like the video, perhaps you'll think about liking and subscribing. I'll see you next time. Take care.
There's always something that needs a little fixing on